Okay, so there's basically 4 different kinds of guitar players in music. Among electric guitar players anyways, there are those that play Gibson, those that play Fender, those that play Paul Reed Smith, and those that play some other kind of guitar. The thing about Fender is that they have a sound that's very unique and all their own. A lot of times country singers insist upon them because of their twangy country sound that they can make so well. Usually these guitars are Telecasters. So there was a time when Meatloaf said that he couldn't remember whether a guitar in a story he was telling was a Telecaster or a Stratocaster.
I don't remember if it was a Telecaster or a Stratocaster, but I do remember that it wasn't at all easy.
Well, the person who this video is for today plays a Fender Stratocaster. Wanted to give a shout out to Steve. Thanks for the idea. If you have a request, go ahead and leave it in the comments or contact me on social media if you have my social medias. So just like my man Steve, there's times that people want a very rock and roll but bright sound, and for that they play Stratocasters. There's other variations also. Today I bring you 13 artists who played or play Fender guitars. Just as a side note, for the ones that are played, generally it's because they've passed away, and I think it'd be silly to exclude them from this list. Number 1, Waylon Jennings, an original member of country music's outlaw movement of the 1970s. Waylon Jennings had country and rock roots that ran much further back to 60s era chart success and critical acclaim. He was briefly a member of Buddy Holly's band, The Crickets, in the late 1950s. A powerful singer, versatile guitarist, and prominently successful songwriter, he favored the 1953 Telecaster, outfitted in black and white leather with an oak and floral motif. His tribute Fender Telecaster, a custom shop model, was introduced in 1996 and was based on the original 1953 guitar. So, crazy fact about Waylon Jennings brings up 3 other amazing performers. Early on February 3rd, 1959, Buddy Holly, Ritchie Valens, and J.P. the Big Bopper Richardson joined pilot Robert Peterson for what was supposed to be a flight to their next tour stop. However, the passengers and their pilot never made it to their destination. The 4 were instead involved in a deadly crash that took the lives of all aboard. This tragedy has been referred to as the day the music died. According to his memoir, Waylon, an autobiography, he and Holly joked about the change in travel arrangements. Buddy Holly said to him, "I hope your damn bus freezes up or breaks down." And Waylon Jennings replied to him, "I hope your old plane crashes." This casual teasing haunted Waylon Jennings for years.
Don't ask me who I gave my seat to on that plane. I think you already know. I told you that a long time ago.
Number 2, Denny Diaz of Steely Dan started the trend of dual humbucker Telecasters by replacing the single coils in his guitar with humbuckers and installing a Stratocaster style bridge. Number 3, Noel Gallagher played 60s Telecasters in the early 2000s with Oasis. Number 4, Ritchie Blackmore helped define heavy metal with his nimble fretwork for Deep Purple. With his black 1968 Stratocaster, he created the powerful double stop riff in Smoke on the Water. Seriously, one of the most memorable riffs of all time. Number 5. Most of the time when Johnny Cash is playing an acoustic guitar, it is some type of Martin. But he also played a Fender Malibu as one of his acoustic guitars, and he played a Telecaster when he was using an electric.
Number 6. Buck Owens was a pioneer of the electric guitar-based honky-tonk Bakersfield sound of the late 1950s. He boasted 21 number 1 hits on the Billboard country music charts. Number 7. Fellow Bakersfield sound pioneer and 1970s era outlaw country co-founder Merle Haggard scored an astonishing 31 number 1 singles, from I'm a Lonesome Fugitive in 1966 to Twinkle Twinkle Lucky Star in 1989. Like Owens, Merle Haggard played with a loud, bright, and twangy Telecaster tone. Number 8.
Robin Trower
had initial success with Procol Harum in the 1960s, but later embarked on a solo career in the 1970s that quickly ascended to arena headlining status, largely on the back of his electrifying mix of blues rock and psychedelia. Number 9. Vince Gill uses a 1953 Telecaster as his primary stage guitar.
Number 10. Buddy Holly, who lived from 1936 to 1959, is identified as the first Stratocaster hero. A statue of Holly in his hometown of Lubbock, Texas, portrays him playing his Stratocaster, and the guitar is also engraved on his tombstone. Number 11. West Virginia-born Telecaster shredder Brad Paisley is one of the most electrifying live performers in country music. His extraordinary skill on a Telecaster ranges from traditional country phrasing to some pretty out-there work, from his delicate, clean-tone passages to dizzying solo flights that once earned him a description in Guitar One magazine as Eddie Van Halen on cornbread. Number 12. Stevie Ray Vaughan is half brute force and half finesse. Vaughan exploded onto the scene in 1983 when he contributed scorching guitar work to the David Bowie album Let's Dance. Later that year, Vaughan released his own debut album, Texas Flood, and officially ignited the blues revival of the 1980s. Not only did Vaughan's voice carry a raw power and emotion, but his ability to play lead and rhythm parts simultaneously was amazing. His favorite Stratocaster, dubbed Number 1, was a hybrid guitar that boasted a 1963 body and a 1962 rosewood neck. It also featured a left-handed tremolo in honor of Jimi Hendrix and distinctive stickers spelling out his initials on the pickboard. Still one of the world's most influential guitarists, Stevie Ray Vaughan perished at the age of 35 in an August 1990 helicopter crash. And number 13, Bruce Springsteen. Few great artists have been as loyal to their guitar model as Bruce Springsteen has been to his. As his fans well know, the guitar is unique as it is made up of the body of a Telecaster, but the neck pertains to an Esquire, almost the sound twin of the Telecaster, but comprising only one pickup. Furthermore, it seems that he has hollowed out the whole body so that in its day it was fitted with 4 pickups, which means the guitar was left super light, which is something that's probably relief for the New Jerseyite when he stays on the stage for 3 or more hours. The Tele has been his guitar throughout his life, and he continues using it to record, but halfway through the last decade, he decided to retire it from tour due to the extreme wear and tear that it endures. Well, I hope you enjoyed this list about Fender guitars. Personally, not my favorite, and I end up talking a lot of crap about them. But honestly, I talk crap about Chevrolet and GMC trucks, and many of them do the job just fine. So in a lot of ways, I guess it's really brand preference. Either way, if you liked this list, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do that. And tell all your friends. I hope you have an awesome day, and that you keep being kind to one another.